Hi, welcome to Christmas Moments with Jesus. This is Faith and Bible ASMR, and I'm glad you're here. If you're not part of our community, I'd love it if you subscribed and joined us and passed this along to a friend, because it just reminds us that Jesus is the reason for this season. These are very short but meaningful daily devotions. So let's look at ours for today. Matthew 25:40 says, "The king will reply, 'Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me.'" Jesus is an advocate for the poor and oppressed. It can be difficult to view marginalized people with dignity and compassion, especially if we've become numb to suffering by seeing it so much. Yet, as disciples of Christ, we recognize that healing and restoration are central to Jesus' character. That's what he wants to give us. Jesus loves the least of these, and they bear his image. Let Jesus bring to your attention some ways to care for those who are often alienated from anyone who cares for them. So the question for today is, what does it look like for the image of God in me to honor the image of God in you? Such an interesting question, isn't it? I often pray that God will help me see people through his eyes, looking beyond the obvious to people's needs and their hearts, and their character. We can be so caught up in getting offended easily, or looking at what people look like, or things that are not of eternal value. And I want to see people and help them honestly through his eyes, and not get caught up in all that stuff. Sometimes it's really hard, isn't it? But you know what? He continues to work in us. He continues to transform us. And the more we surrender to him, the more he has the opportunity to do that in our lives. He's not someone that forces us to do things. He wants us to do them of our own volition. He wants us to see our need for him to help us. So, what does it look like for the image of God in you to honor the image of God in others? Good question for today. Love you guys.